Top traders, welcome back to your today's market. Let's jump right into things. Not really much going on, but we do have some. Let's see, where was it? We do have some China trade stuff going on, where Robert Lighthizer and Stephen Mnuchin are meeting with some of the Chinese executives over the trade. So that is something that we can watch and see how that turns out. So they're in Beijing Thursday, today. Let's see what else. So again, another thing that continues to be kind of like a deadlock is this intellectual property and how the U.S. can kind of watch and make sure that China is going to stick to their commitments. So that is an issue still at hand. Otherwise, not really much data regarding the China trade talks. We're just going to have to watch as it progresses. But if anything comes up, regarding the intellectual property, how to make China, make sure they're sticking to what they're saying, and if anything like in that rhetoric escalates, that's something we will be paying attention to. But try not to get too caught up in being too optimistic. I know there's a lot of tweets that come out. Trump will get sometimes he gets too overly optimistic about stuff, so that is one thing that is important, and just kind of take it with a grain of salt. Take it as it comes, and then we'll see how it ends up actually progressing. Otherwise, on the Brexit front, not much. There is Theresa May wanting to. She has agreed to resign if the deal can get ratified. So that is something we also need to watch. Not really much on the pound side. And we are actually, I was looking at GBP CAD earlier, but let's look at the actual index. Okay, so okay, cool. So I did mention, okay, awesome, this is cool. So this 1950, I think I mentioned in yesterday's video, or yesterday's Stay Market, that we could possibly hit this 1950. I think there was some decent Brexit news, some kind of optimism. And that's why I thought we can maybe push up a little higher into this consolidation at 1950, which we really pinned exactly that, which is pretty cool. Let's jump over to that USD quick. So we did, we broke out of this little consolidation, came back, retest, possibly a little more upside. Don't get too optimistic on the dollar either. We got to take that kind of, day by day as well. But, I think it is a possibility we could get to this mid 210s. Maybe the 212s, so let's watch that as well. Let's jump over to yen index. I think we are at these highs. So we are at these highs. As predicted, we came back, made that retracement, came up. We're at the high right now, kind of consolidated. Now we got to ask ourselves, what could possibly drive us, out of these highs? And we know the catalyst, we know the pressing catalyst at hand. Most likely that's going to be that China trade stuff. That's going to be any bad data regarding the U.S. that's going to exacerbate these recession fears that are so-called kind of lingering around. So that is something, there's still plenty more opportunity on this yen index. CHF, we are short. I did post that short USD CHF in the group. We are we're making some progress. We are consolidated kind of at these highs. So, if we continue to consolidate around here, I'm going to move my stops up probably to, I want to say maybe 1927, just to be a little more risk adverse. We're not getting that pop that we're expecting. If you want to draw something from the technical perspective, we could draw maybe something like that. Whatever, is this a pattern? Maybe, but you want to say, we're making higher highs, higher lows. We're going to make another high and break to that parity level, that 1. So let's watch that as well. We will be needing some more dollar strength. I kind of, it's kind of tough going against the CHF strength that we want to see, but this is some short term. This is a short term play, and that's why I want to be a little more risk adverse. Especially if we want to be long the pound, but. There's not really much on the trade front right now. But if anything escalates with that as well, I will be, closing the position early or moving stops depending on where and we trade before that. Jump over to that euro quick. So we did have the ECB come out. Let's see, I can show you guys. The Prayet, he's on the chair at the Fed. So he just talks about, ECB needs convincing to try to mitigate effective negative rates. Right here, this guy, see that? It says ECB is ready if the euro area downturn worsens. So, this is kind of a dovish perspective to me. They're really saying they already announced this round of the targeted long-term refinancing operations. Now they're saying this again. So it kind of shows that there is some fear in the ECB about the downturn worsening, and they're really bringing more options to the table, QE wise, if there is bad data that continues to come out. So that is something we do need to watch. That is why we're getting that euro sell off, and due to some dollar strength. Let's look at the actual index. So we broke below these lows. We traced at this level. I think we thought we were maybe get a little deeper retracement, but it makes sense why we haven't. So we're just really consolidated here. So, I do think there's most likely some more downside due to just the euro getting and the economy just kind of getting shit on as of lately and all this dovish rhetoric. So not much else. Let's jump to that CAD. Loads. Made a little retracement, but really, nothing. Let's see if there's anything data-wise on the CAD front. Not much. So really everything driving it now, we need to continue to watch OPEC. We do feel like OPEC and Saudi Arabia is going to continue these production cuts, but a lot of the weakness coming into the market for the Canadian dollar has been due to, the Bank of Canada having a little more dovish sound. We have the China trade stuff going on. We have the global economy. People fears that's slowing. So you're going to see oil prices maybe, lag a little bit. And then that's kind of why we're getting that weakness in the dollar, or in the Canadian dollar as of now. Other than that, guys, not much. I will keep you posted on this USD CHF. It is looking, if we don't break a high after this, I'm definitely going to move it to about probably 99.30 just to, cut losses if we're not going to break that. So I will keep you guys updated on that, and let me know if you need anything. Talk soon.